right, everybody. Hey, welcome back to Not Sunday. We are excited to be here with all of you. Whoever is watching, wherever you're at, we love you.
Whoever, wherever, whenever. Because
I feel like I just had to go for it. Also, nobody else knows this, but it is extremely hot in this room right now.
it's so gross.
I can feel myself sweating.
I know.
So if we start to get a little glisten on the camera, just
It's intentional. We just sprayed some dewy mist on.
Matt and Will just behind the camera with like a spray bottle, like, cut, not glistening enough. Come, spritz me.
Spritz me.
Oh man.
Man.
Betsy, how are you doing this week on this Not Sunday? That good? That good, huh?
Doing okay.
Yeah, same.
We're trucking along.
We're making it.
We're making it. We're doing it.
We are doing it. We're doing this
We're doing this.
right now.
We're not doing that.
Just
but we're doing this.
a little bit of this, but not that.
This, not that.
This, not that. I am same.
Same vibe.
Same vibe.
Same.
Yeah, you want to know how I started my morning?
I would love to know.
So I woke up this morning, and you know how you have that like urge to stretch, just like, ugh,
Yeah.
ah. Well, I stretched this morning, and as I was literally just stretching in bed, immediately after waking up, I tweaked something in my back. So in order for me to look at you, that's why I'm turning my whole chair to see you.
Just
Because
like,
look, I can look this way. Look, what's over there? What's over
Look
there?
over here.
Oh, wow. Now, see Betsy? as far as I can get my neck around.
oh no.
There we go.
Just 30 things.
What's happening over there? What's happening over there?
Just
So-
just only use your eyes to look at me. Just
I'm not giving you the side eye. I just can't move my neck. So that's how I'm doing today, Betsy. So if I happen to just like fall over on the floor during this episode, it's fine.
I'll keep going.
Yeah,
I
just-
want to address it. I'll just keep
just
moving
please,
forward.
just please keep going.
I'll be like, this was all a part of the plan. This is what we're doing.
So also this morning, my two sons, they woke up as they normally do, and they wanted breakfast.
Obviously.
So we did breakfast.
What'd they have?
Well, we did eggs and toast, which
Okay.
was like a solid good breakfast. However, my son wanted yogurt, and it reminded me of why we buy Go-Gurt at our house. So you know, like a little Go-Gurt. Did you have those growing up? The Go-Gurt
yeah.
tubes. There's like a lot of weird things that you don't buy like after you turn like 13, 14 until you're like 30 and you have your
Yeah.
own children.
And like, these are
and now
good.
all of a sudden it like you come back around. Like I'm excited for here in a couple years, like Fruit by the Foot and like Gushers are probably gonna start to hit our house.
Oh, yeah, those are good.
And I'm ready for that.
You're ready.
I'm so ready. But
I-
did you ever have that growing up? Like what was your kind of like go-to like kid snack?
My go-to kid snack, honestly, I would make myself cheese crackers.
Like with like the spray cheese?
No,
Oh.
no. Here's what I would do. I would come home from school, and I would get those like, those wheat crackers.
Uh-huh. Triscuits?
Triscuits. I get Triscuits. This is so gross. I would get a piece of cheese, and I'd put it on there. I'd get a plate of them, and then I'd put it in the microwave, and then it would get all melty, and then that was my little after-school snack.
Every day?
Every day.
You did Triscuit nachos.
Will's got me.
He's like, I did that. That's fantastic and horrifying.
Yeah.
Ugh. So was there any time, so you came home and had your Triscuits.
Yes.
Was there any time where your parent bought like the off-brand of the snack that you would have
Oh, yeah.
all the time? Were you guys an off-brand family? Or were you pretty on-brand?
Every once in a while,
Okay.
they would try to mix it up. So we would normally have on-brand things, and then they'd switch it up, and like my sisters and I would revolt
Yeah.
because we're like, "This is disgusting.
Yeah,
how
I-
dare you give us this?"
I thought about that because I was thinking about the Go-Gurt and about how one time we bought the off-brand Go-Gurt from Aldi. And you want to know what they're called?
What?
They're called Moo Tubes.
Moo tubes?
I don't know who decided excited.
Generic brand, like, people who name, like, the generic foods are so funny, I think. They have, like, the weirdest names sometimes, like Moo Tubes.
But why? Who would find that
Appealing?
Can you see the commercial? All the kids are outside sweaty. They're playing hard.
Mom,
Mom,
Dad.
hey kids, come on inside. Mom's got moo tubes for everybody.
Moo.
Delicious.
Delicious. Ugh. Ew.
Disgusting.
Moo Tubes. What did Leland think of the Moo Tubes?
He didn't care. Little kids don't care about branding.
He should.
He's almost to the age where he'll start caring.
He only wears Gucci though. So
That's right. That's all that I put my kids in. we are rolling so hard in cash, working at a church, and let me tell you, the Gucci
Leland just has head to toe Gucci.
is completely out. He's completely fitted. Even the boots.
Even the boots.
Gucci boots.
Wow.
So anyways, on that note, that brings us to what we're going to be doing today. Speaking about off-brand foods, we want to test ourselves to see if there is actually something different from off-brand foods to name-brand foods. So, because I'm of the opinion that, I think now that I'm older, I'm like, it doesn't really taste that much different. But there are some things where I feel like it's noticeable.
There are some magical things that you can't replicate.
Correct. So what we're gonna do is Will has a table full of goodies over there, and
Did
I
you eat
believe
breakfast? Well, I guess you had eggs.
I
and
did.
toast.
I did. I had.
So
I
this
had
is your second breakfast.
second breakfast.
Second breakfast.
I don't think he knows about second breakfast, Pip. Don't get me started. Just start talking about 11
I'm ready.
C's.
So
Luncheon.
we're gonna try both the generic and name brand. We're gonna have to guess which one is the name brand one.
Yeah. So Will, you have to keep track of which one is which for us, and you can tell us
Don't tell us.
afterwards. So Will is going to be bringing over the name brand Pop-Tart and an off-brand Pop-Tart. What's the name of the non-brand Pop-Tart? Do we know? Toaster pastries.
Just classics.
Yeah, you want to bring those over here? Even let's look at the box. Let's look at the box. So we've got toaster pastries, very similar.
Very similar.
I feel like the Pop-Tart box though is like a kind of iconic.
It is. It's that bright blue.
I don't know. I would have it all the time. All right, bring us the toaster pastries.
All right.
We don't know which one is which.
I feel like I can't look at them.
We should just try them first and then observe.
Yeah.
So he's going to hand us.
Which
So
one is this one?
We each get one.
Is this just one? Okay, gotcha.
Is this the same for each of us?
The same for both of you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to take a bite of this toaster pastry Pop-Tart. Tastes like cardboard.
Just like sugary cardboard.
It's so crummy. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I
Give us the other one.
feel like I always think I like Pop-Tarts, but then I'm like, no, I don't.
My mouth is so dry right now.
I don't
feel
think
like
I do.
I feel like I just put sand in my mouth.
I know, you're like,
All right, let's try this other one then.
all right, the
Try that
second one.
Okay. I feel like the first one was a real Pop-Tart.
First one was real.
Should we look at... Okay, let's look. Okay. Even based off of the look of these, I feel like this one has more sprinkles. But, no. Wait. I can't tell. I haven't had Pop-Tarts in so long that there's no way that I could possibly
They
know.
taste the same. Even the little ridging on the bottom. I think because this is more uniform.
This one looks like the fancy Pop-Tart. This just looks like it was made better. It's got like lines on it.
Well, so does the other one.
I'm getting crumbs everywhere. All right,
Just put them on the ground.
I feel like the first one that we tried was
First
the real
one.
Pop-Tart, and
First
the
one,
second one
Pop-Tart.
generic. Agree?
Agree.
Okay. What do you got?
First one was generic.
What?
No points for us.
Wait, the
What?
first one was generic?
This one.
Was generic.
What?
How?
How did they do that?
How?
Maybe I've just been having too many generic things.
How is that possible?
I like how Will's kind of like our little server today. Remember to tip your waiters and waitresses, ladies and gentlemen.
Next round, garçon.
Bring us another round, sir.
I'm kind of shocked.
I am a little shocked.
When was the last time like you chose to have a Pop-Tart?
I don't think anybody ever chooses to have a Pop-Tart. I think you just end up with Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
I think
I
that's
feel like
what
it's
happens.
always like really early in the morning or really late at night where you're like, I feel like it's always on like a trip,
Yeah.
like a student ministry trip. I feel like that's the only time I ever have Pop-Tarts.
Should we just buy boxes of Pop-Tarts for our upcoming
I was
trip
planning
into
on
the
buying
beach?
Pop-Tarts, but now I'm going to try not to.
Don't want to do that to them. Can't do it to them.
Well, do people like them? What was your favorite Pop-Tart growing up?
I
Did
mean,
you have Pop-Tarts?
I
I wasn't
did.
allowed to have Pop-Tarts.
Brown cinnamon sugar was like the classic go-to, but I also don't understand how I ate that because I feel like it's now I think about it and it just sounds disgusting. So there was like a s'mores Pop-Tart that I had, like the double or no, not a s'mores. It was like a fudge Pop-Tart, like a chocolate fudge, which is exactly what you want early in the morning for breakfast. All right, Will, bring us our next course.
I'm mad that we got that wrong. I was convinced.
I'm a little mad as well. I'm amazed. Okay, so we've got the classic nacho cheese Doritos, and then we have, what are these called? Just
Nacho cheese tortilla chips.
nacho cheese tortilla chips.
They weren't very creative.
They weren't. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, there we go. Wow, it's really nice.
All right. Here you go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bink. Immediately, I'm like, this is a Dorito.
Really?
This is a Dorito.
I'm saving I have reservations, but this does feel like a regular Dorito. I was tricked last time, so my trust has been broken.
I'll never trust again.
All right, well, bring us
Okay,
over the other
I'm ready.
chips. Bring us another chip. This one doesn't even look the same. What do we think?
I would stake my life on this one. The first one's Doritos.
I agree. However, I think that these ones are better. I think if I'm correct, these are cheesier.
Let me try it again.
These taste better.
There's more of a tang.
I like the second one better. All right. So my guess, the first one's name brand. Second one is generic. However, I like this if it is a generic. What do you got, Will?
What is it, Will?
You are correct.
Points. Okay.
I know my Doritos.
I know my Doritos.
I usually go for a Cool
We'll just
Ranch,
pull these
though.
off over here. We'll just pull them off to the side.
Oh.
Oh, you need the napkins. Okay. Fine.
Sorry, my boss set me up for failure.
Stop. Who would that have been?
Why we need to waste millions of napkins? Why we gotta waste them all?
We don't. All right. Now, so we are getting a little parched. So
I'm getting a little thirsty.
a little thirsty, which means it's time for a drink. So the next thing that we're gonna be trying is essentially there's Dr. Pepper, and
Dr.
then
Pepper.
what's the other one called? Will the
Dr. Wow.
that immediately just does not give me any confidence.
Doctor, wow.
Doctor, wow.
Wow, doctor.
I have zero confidence in this next.
Zero?
Yeah. All right, let's see here. Okay. This is like flat. We'll just sipped on a chip off camera. We're going to vacuum later. Sorry, Lisa.
Can they hear the little...
The bubbles? I don't think so.
That was the bubbles.
That's right.
Okay.
I feel like,
I can't tell.
yeah.
I need the other one.
I need the other one too. I'm very interested.
Dr. Pepper isn't like... Dr. Pepper's like a weird
They like,
pop. They're like so weird about their flavors.
they're like
there's
23 flavors.
There's 80 million flavors. You'll never guess.
Nobody even really knows what's in it. We just put a bunch of junk in it and say it's Dr. Pepper. I feel like the second one is Dr. Pepper, hands down.
I don't really have Dr. Pepper very often.
I don't drink pop really ever.
I would say the first one is Dr. Pepper.
Really? I mean, I don't know if it's just because I think the first one's a little flat.
You think it's flat?
There's something about the second one. I gotta go back to the first one.
I think the first one is definitely sweeter, so that just
Really? I feel like the first one's kind of watered down a little bit.
we have different taste
Different
palates.
mouths. How dare you think differently? All right, I say the second one is real. Second one's Dr. Pepper. First
I think
one
the
is
first
generic.
one is Dr. Pepper.
First one's generic, second one's Dr. Pepper.
I know my 23 flavors.
Like, that was grass, vanilla. Wow. Okay.
All right, these ones we can set aside.
I couldn't really tell, but
I feel like the second
But
one
you
was,
could
it
tell?
was a little better. Yeah, the
Okay.
first one just felt a little more watered down. I mean, not everybody knows all the 23 flavors, so maybe they only had 22. That's what I was tasting. I was missing the 23rd.
you're like, there's another hint of sassafras that is not here. I went to the Dr. Pepper museum once.
What?
They were really weird about Dr. Pepper. They were
We love Dr. Pepper.
like everyone was like super into it. And I was like, this is so weird.
Why do they have a museum?
I don't know.
That's a really weird thing to have.
It was really weird. It was when I was in Texas.
We used to sell this to people who were sick and told them it would make them feel better.
That's literally what they did.
And now we just put it in cans and sell it to children.
Doesn't help with anything.
Dr. Pepper, 23 flavors.
23 flavors. 23 flavors.
All right, bring us our next.
For this next one, I will need you guys to close your eyes.
Okay.
Okay. I believe, are these the Oreos?
These
Will?
are the Oreos.
All right. So the only reason we have to close our eyes, I believe, is because Oreo, if I remember correctly, typically brands their cookie.
Wait, so are both of these on here?
Not both of them.
There's just one. So, and we got the
Slims.
The Slims. Okay.
The Slims.
All right. So, I feel like I should put the whole cookie in my mouth. Whatever this is, it's not an Oreo.
Not an Oreo. Not my.
Not
not
my
my
Oreo.
Oreo.
Hold
No.
on, I need more Dr. Pepper.
Get that away from me. Nah. Oreos, I think, are very hard to replicate.
I agree. Many have tried.
You always
Okay.
fail. It's just a cookie. But
I'm trusting that Will has put cookies in front of me because my eyes are closed and nothing else. Are you trying the second one?
this is an Oreo. That's the Oreo. Are you confident? I'm very confident.
I'm very confident. Yeah, the
All right.
taste is there.
All right. Can we open our eyes now?
Go ahead and open your eyes.
We were
We were
right.
right. We were right. We were right.
I feel like the Slims. Have you tried the thin
I-
Slims? Well, I guess
I've-
now you have, but
This is a crime against humanity.
you think so?
This is a crime.
Sometimes they're good.
This is like somebody who would open up an Oreo, take the frosting out, and put the cookies back together. And
You know
just
who
eat
does that?
Freaks.
Abby Pritchard does that.
A freak.
She would, whenever I would go to her house when we were younger, she would, like, there was a couple of rules. Like, don't drink out of the milk, because her whole family just drinks it without cups. I'm not kidding you. And then if you looked at the Oreo thing, there would just be, like,
Just need a moment.
they would, like, take the cookies apart, lick them, put them back together, and put them back in there. So if you just went to get an Oreo, someone, one of the Pritchards already licked it all the ice. That's what she would do every single time. Yeah. Fun facts. My mom used to buy. See, we didn't do like generic as much. My mom would get like reduced fat stuff. Have you ever had a reduced fat Oreo?
Why would
It's disgusting.
they even make that?
I would have those in my lunchbox and I would be so upset. I'd be like,
just like, who put this in here?
I'm like, don't even give this to me.
But you could trade it, and other people would know that it was a reduced fat Oreo, and you could be like,
Oh, yeah.
here, you want to trade these Oreos? These are totally legit. Perfect.
Perfect.
I think that was our finale as well. You know what? Honestly, also, they have like the other, or I feel like the Oreo is smooth. This is how many Oreos I eat on a regular basis.
Smooth.
So feel like the top of the Oreo. It's bumpy a little bit, but you can tell it's more uniform. And I feel like the name or the off-brand always just they make these little bumps on them. It's rougher. We're like
Just rubbing the Oreos like one of those like worry stones. Just like Oreos.
this helps me when I'm anxious.
Rubbing an Oreo.
Just a sleeve of Oreos. It's not stress eating. It's soothing.
Wow.
Perfect.
All right. Well, I think you won.
I agree. Yeah.
You won. I think. Did you get every single one right? No, you didn't
No.
get the Pop-Tart one right.
Oh, we both missed the Pop-Tart one.
Yeah.
So I was 3 points.
3 points. I had 2.
I had 3 out of 4, and you had 2 out of 4. So I feel like in general,
It's hard.
Inconclusive. We didn't have enough people who were trying to try to tell the difference.
I think there's some that doesn't really.
You can't like the Oreo. Is
I think
obvious.
Oreo is near impossible.
Yeah. The Doritos as well.
I feel like that one's also
I knew
hard.
which one was the Dorito, but I actually think I liked the off-brand better, which was weird. And the Pop-Tart, it's all cardboard.
Couldn't tell.
So it was just like, I think this is the real one. I don't know. Dr. Pepper and Dr. Wow. For me, it felt like it was easier to distinguish. It was a 23rd
couldn't.
flavor. And
You knew.
there's so many like Dr. something or whatever it is. There's
I feel like
so
those are the
many.
ones that have the funniest names.
I
Because
agree.
they're like, I don't know, Nurse Salt or something. Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper and Nurse Salt. I have nothing else to add to this. And on that note, after a very long week on this fine not Sunday,
On this fine not Sunday.
we are going to sign off. So please join us next week. Betsy is going to be listing out which crops are best to grow in the fall season versus which ones are best to grow in the spring. So whenever you're getting ready for planting, you'll know when's the right time for what plant.
For what?
Plant.
Plant.
Have a great day. Bye.
Plant.